Hey basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more Los Angeles Lakers news, but first, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. The Lakers have been suffering defeats, and some of them shamefully. The Lakers are a great franchise, multi-champion, and fans want a better squad. Manager Rob Pelinka's delay in making the deal is leaving fans distressed. Lakers will negotiate some players and want to reformulate the squad. The Los Angeles Lakers are no strangers to the trade rumor mill, and as the new season unfolds, the usual suspects are back in the spotlight. NBA executives, per Michael Scotto of Hoops Hype, are already eyeing the Lakers' prime trade assets, those coveted future first-round picks in 2029 and 2031. Thanks to the Stepien rule, those picks are among the few chips Los Angeles can play, alongside 3 potential pick swaps. Now, when it comes to players, it's the usual suspects leading the chatter. D'Angelo Russell, Rui Hachimura, and Gabe Vincent are all expected to be at the forefront of trade discussions, per Scotto. Here's why. D'Angelo Russell, coming off a pair of career-best shooting seasons from deep, Russell hasn't quite found his groove under new head coach J.J. Redick. Struggles out of the gate have relegated him to the bench, a disappointing turn for the third highest-paid Laker. At $18.69 million on an expiring deal, Russell is a classic movable contract, and his name is already making the rounds, just as it did last year when he was floated in talks for DeJounte Murray. Rui Hachimura, steady and reliable, Hachimura has thrived as a starter since arriving last February. Not only has he brought consistency, but his career-best three-point shooting makes him a valuable trade asset. With $35.26 million left on his deal through 2025-26, Hachimura could be the centerpiece of a larger package if the Lakers look to swing for the fences. Gabe Vincent, the addition of Vincent ahead of last season hasn't panned out as planned. Injuries and subpar shooting have derailed his time with the Lakers after signing a 3-year, $33 million contract. Vincent, however, remains useful as a salary filler in any potential deal. Per Scotto, word around the league is that Los Angeles could pair Vincent with second-round picks in pursuit of someone like the Wizards' Jonas Valanciunas, a center they've reportedly long admired. It's early, sure. But these Lakers are built to contend, and if things don't click soon, GM Rob Pelinka won't hesitate to shuffle the deck. Whether that means tweaking the roster with smaller moves or going big with those future picks, one thing's for certain, the Lakers front office will stay aggressive. Of that, we can be certain. Kendrick Perkins gives terrifying omen for LeBron James, and his NBA future can fall apart. Kendrick Perkins believes we are seeing the beginning of the end for LeBron James as Father Time finally catches up. LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers were humiliated in their 109-80 loss to the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Lakers looked pedestrian in their outing. James had one of the worst games of his NBA career last night, putting up just 10 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists. He shot an abysmal 4-16 from the field. It was a genuinely concerning sight to see James play so lethargic. Some even wondered whether James was suffering from some kind of fatigue. Kendrick Perkins thinks LeBron James is nearing his end. LeBron James turns 40 at the end of this month. And many marveled at how he started the season on fire despite his age. But his age has started to show in the last few games. So much so, that Kendrick Perkins believes he is reaching the point where he starts slowing down. A car running perfectly can fall apart after it hits 100k miles. Age 40 might be his, LeBron James, 100k. I mean, at least that is what my grandfather told me when his Oldsmobile stopped running. This was a rough outing for James, and it wouldn't be hyperbolic to suggest it was one of his worst games ever. Even LeBron admitted there was a problem with his performance last night. Speaking on the Road Trippin' podcast in reaction to the game, Perkins added simply, "Why is Bron playing?" arguing he should not be playing back-to-back games at this stage of his career. None of what Perkins is saying is new. Just a few days ago, he posted on X that he thinks this will be the final season of LeBron James' illustrious career. https://x.com/kendrickperkins/status/1862736397599482013 Perkins also slammed LeBron James recently for his outings against the Nuggets and the Magic. It is odd to see the former friends and 2003 NBA draft class contemporaries be at odds like this. Is this the end for LeBron James? It's hard to say. This could very easily be a downturn in form for the King, and he could turn things around in the next few games. However, these are troubling signs as James continues to march closer to age 40. J.J. Redick admits Lakers' offense looking less like aberration after loss to Timberwolves. The Los Angeles Lakers dropped their fifth game in their last 7 contests as they were blown out by the Minnesota Timberwolves on Monday night in the second of a back-to-back. J.J. Redick's team put forth their worst offensive performance of the season, totaling a season-low 80 points while shooting 40.5% from the field and 19.4% from three-point range. The Lakers scored 20 or fewer points in 3 of 4 quarters while also committing 20 turnovers, which led to 26 Timberwolves points on the other end. When asked what was missing for the Lakers on the offensive end, Redick had a simple answer, via Spectrum Sportsnet. Just overall more body and ball movement. Redick would continue on, pointing to recent games in which the Lakers showed they can be successful offensively against good teams recently, but simply haven't been able to do so consistently. I have not seen us playing the way we played earlier in the year. I've got to spend all day tomorrow with my staff trying to figure out how do we get back to that. It's funny because the first half of Phoenix we did it, first half of Denver we did it, against Orlando 7 games ago against one of the best defenses in the league, we had a 120 offensive rating. It's there. The Lakers certainly have the tools when everything is clicking. Anthony Davis has been outstanding on numerous fronts for most of this season, LeBron James is still excellent more often than not and Austin Reeves provides a little bit of everything while Dalton Knecht is the sharpshooter this team needs. But it has been a rough stretch and even Redick had to admit that the team's recent second-half performance against the Denver Nuggets that he referred to as an aberration is looking more like more than a one-off. The second half of the Denver game. I said that was an aberration, I said it to the group, I said it to you guys. It's looking more and more like it's not an aberration. Coming into Monday, the Lakers were averaging 114 points per game, but have only reached that number once in the past 6 games. This team has shown themselves to be capable of big offensive nights, but the consistency is non-existent and Redick and the coaching staff must figure out how to get the Lakers back on track. Lakers LeBron James adjusting to lower usage role in J.J. Redick's offense. With Austin Reeves out the last couple of games, LeBron James has found himself back on the ball more as the primary creator for the Lakers, which is far more normal to him. The Lakers star admitted it has been an adjustment playing more off-ball in J.J. Redick's offense, but made it clear that this is the way they want to play this season and it will take some time to get used to. Anthony Davis is finally becoming a leader. J.J. Redick's team has fallen back to earth after a strong start to the season. The Los Angeles Lakers have lost 5 of their last 7 games, with inconsistent play on both sides of the ball plaguing the Lakers since mid-November. Los Angeles's latest loss came via a 109-80 blowout against the Minnesota Timberwolves on Monday. When speaking to the media as part of his post-game news conference, Anthony Davis called out his team, questioning their inconsistent production. Sometimes we look like a team that can compete with anyone, and sometimes, we're like a team that is terrible and not going to do anything this season. We just have to figure out what team we want to be for the rest of the season, Davis told ESPN's Dave McMenamin. We had games where we were phenomenal and we had games where we were disgusting, like tonight. Davis's comments were important. The dominant big man is finally embracing his role as a leader within the locker room. Having taken the baton from LeBron James, Davis is now the primary scoring option for Redick's team. He's their most impactful player. And now, he's using his voice to hold those around him accountable. The Lakers need this version of Davis. They need him to set a high standard and hold others accountable. If he's willing to put in the hard miles on the floor, everyone around him will follow. Davis is averaging 27.8 points, 11.5 rebounds, and 3.3 assists, while shooting 54.2% from the field and 35.7% from three-point range. His early season performances should serve as a reminder that he's still among the best players in the world.